Beef liver is often hailed as a superfood within the carnivore diet community due to its impressive nutrient profile, which includes high levels of protein, vitamins, and minerals, particularly vitamin A, iron, and B12. It's undoubtedly one of the most nutrient-dense foods available, making it an attractive option for those who follow an animal-based diet. However, while beef liver offers some undeniable health benefits, there are also several important concerns and potential risks that should not be overlooked, especially when considering its place in a diet that excludes plant-based foods and relies heavily on animal products. One of the most significant concerns with consuming beef liver regularly is its extremely high vitamin A content. Vitamin A is essential for vision, immune function, and skin health, but consuming it in excessive amounts can lead to toxicity. Beef liver is one of the richest sources of preformed vitamin A, retinol, and eating it too frequently can cause hypervitaminosis A, a condition characterized by symptoms such as nausea, dizziness, headaches, and in severe cases, liver damage. While vitamin A toxicity is relatively rare and usually occurs with excessive intake over a long period, the high concentration of vitamin A in beef liver makes it easy to accidentally consume too much. For individuals who already take vitamin supplements or consume other foods high in vitamin A, regularly eating beef liver could easily lead to an overdose of this vital nutrient, potentially causing significant harm to the body. Another key concern is the high cholesterol content of beef liver. While cholesterol itself is not as dangerous as it was once believed to be, the excessive consumption of cholesterol-rich foods like liver can still raise concern for individuals with existing heart conditions or high cholesterol levels. Beef liver contains a substantial amount of cholesterol, and for individuals prone to elevated cholesterol levels, regularly eating liver could exacerbate the issue, increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease. Even if an individual has normal cholesterol levels, the long-term effects of consistently consuming high cholesterol foods like liver may lead to unwanted increases in LDL, bad cholesterol over time. This can contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries, raising the risk of heart disease, strokes, and other cardiovascular problems. In addition to its cholesterol content, beef liver is also quite high in purines, compounds that are broken down into uric acid in the body. Uric acid buildup can lead to gout, a form of arthritis that causes sudden, severe pain, swelling, and redness in the joints. Gout is often triggered by consuming foods that are rich in purines, such as red meat, organ meats, and shellfish. Individuals who are prone to gout or have a history of joint problems should be particularly cautious when consuming organ meats like beef liver, as excessive intake can significantly increase the risk of a gout flare-up. Even for those without a history of gout, regular consumption of high-purine foods like beef liver may contribute to elevated uric acid levels over time, potentially leading to future health problems. The high iron content in beef liver is another factor to consider. While iron is an essential nutrient that plays a key role in oxygen transport and energy production, too much iron can be dangerous. Beef liver is particularly high in heme iron, which is more readily absorbed by the body than plant-based iron. Excessive iron intake, particularly in those who are not iron deficient, can lead to iron overload, a condition known as hemochromatosis. Iron buildup in the body can damage organs, particularly the liver and heart, and increase the risk of chronic diseases like liver cirrhosis, heart disease, and diabetes. For individuals who do not have an iron deficiency, consuming too much beef liver could lead to iron toxicity, especially if it is eaten frequently and in large quantities. This risk is particularly relevant for men and postmenopausal women, who are less likely to require additional iron in their diets. Another concern with beef liver is the potential presence of toxins. As an organ meat, the liver is responsible for filtering toxins from the body. While the liver itself does not store toxins, it can accumulate certain substances, such as heavy metals and other environmental pollutants. While the levels of these toxins in beef liver are generally low, consuming large amounts of organ meats over time could increase the body's exposure to these harmful substances. In addition, the sourcing of the beef liver is important. Liver from animals raised in poor conditions or exposed to high levels of pesticides and chemicals may have higher concentrations of these toxins. If the beef liver comes from factory-farmed animals or those raised with antibiotics and hormones, the consumer could be ingesting harmful residues that could accumulate over time and negatively impact health. The restrictive nature of the carnivore diet itself is another factor that could make regular beef liver consumption problematic. While beef liver is an incredibly nutrient-dense food, it cannot provide all of the essential nutrients that the body needs for optimal health. The absence of fiber, antioxidants, and other vital plant-based nutrients in a diet consisting primarily of beef liver and other animal products can lead to various deficiencies and health issues. For example, the lack of dietary fiber can contribute to constipation, bloating, and a less than ideal gut microbiome. A diet that lacks plant-based foods is also likely to be deficient in important vitamins and minerals, such as vitamin C, magnesium, and potassium, which are crucial for immune function, bone health, and overall well-being. Relying heavily on beef liver without balancing it with other foods can lead to long-term nutrient imbalances and deficiencies. In addition to the potential health concerns, the environmental impact of consuming beef liver regularly should also be considered. Beef production in general has a significant ecological footprint. Cattle farming is resource-intensive, requiring large amounts of land, water, and feed. It also contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, particularly methane. For those on the carnivore diet, which tends to favor large amounts of animal products, the environmental impact becomes even more pronounced. The increased demand for beef and other animal products contributes to deforestation, habitat destruction, and other environmental problems. While individual choices are important, it's essential to keep in mind the broader ecological consequences of a diet that relies heavily on beef liver and other animal-based foods. In conclusion, while beef liver is undeniably nutrient-dense and offers a range of benefits, it also comes with several potential risks that should not be ignored. The high levels of vitamin A, cholesterol, purines, and iron can cause serious health issues when consumed excessively. Furthermore, the toxins in organ meats, the lack of dietary diversity on the carnivore diet, and the environmental impact of beef production all raise significant concerns for long-term health and sustainability. While beef liver can be a valuable food in moderation, its regular consumption as a staple of the carnivore diet should be approached with caution and careful consideration of the potential risks involved.